Have you ever built something in City Skylines and instantly thought, wait, did I just make it worse? Well, today we're going to be building a whole new estate, and I'm still not sure how I feel about how it turned out. If you're just stumbling across the channel for the first time, you're wondering what this series is, we're just building a nice little city. Feel free to head back in my channel. I've got a playlist with all the videos in it in order to have a look at what you've missed out on, but you can't be bothered to do that. I have just put on the screen what we've built so far. Right, so today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be expanding this all the way out here and bringing in some more district, some more residential and shops. But my main concern is all of our traffic flows in through this road, right? Now the problem here is that this roundabout is going to get incredibly congested. Traffic wanting to turn right, and then people coming from over here wanting to go over straight, and so it's going to get very busy here. So what I was going to go and do is add in another roundabout here, and then we can connect that up to here, and so we're going to have a road run to here with another connection similar to this one on the other side, so we get roundabouts on each side, and so hopefully that should solve any potential traffic that this might cause. So we're going to start that now. So if we just go for it, I think we'll go with trees most of the way down, plop this down next to it. And I don't think I want to flatten it because I like having, well, all this, the slope, right? If I build a city on a slope, it looks better than having just a big cliff on one side of it. So we'll just work with the slope, and so we won't make it a gridded off one. We'll just make the roads work with the topography. And it isn't going up that steep, so that's okay. It does get steep here, but we can deal with that. Now I think I want to make the connection all the way here and have it come, so we'll have a roundabout here and then a roundabout over here. And that will mean we can split it off into two, so we divide the traffic up even more, and then those roundabouts can branch through and around. So we'll have like a 4-lane road coming through here, 4-lane roads coming to here, and then we'll loop it all back round there. Yeah, and that should work. So if we just pause the game while we make this roundabout, because I don't want to mess with all the traffic. If I just remove these surfaces to start with, just get our landscape nice and clear, and we will just, oh, and the, which one is it? Cell length? Yeah. So we'll go with quite a big roundabout. Right, and that should do for the roundabout. So I want this road to split off into a one-way coming off of the roundabout here. So we'll pop this off there, into there like that. And then we want the other one coming from here, around, and into the roundabout. And then we want to do the same on the other side, and that should work. And then if I get the 2-lane highway, it should snap to both. It's not going to. Yes, we might have to, oh, I could probably just draw that in. Yeah, that should work. Pop in the 2-laner again. We can have a nice and, and tight connection there. Right, and then those are our connections from each side of the roundabout. And then we just need to slip off here and slip on there. Right, so I think what I'm going to do is have a slip road coming off of here, like so, but also have this split off earlier. So what I could do is I can upgrade this to a 2-lane like that, and then have this split off, and then bring it down here. Now that is horrible. That's going to slow people down so much. Right, and then we'll need to split off 2 onto this roundabout. So what we could do, we just extend this one upwards a little bit. Why is that not connected? It's very strange sometimes, this game. And hopefully that should ease the traffic flow a little bit. It might not, it might do absolutely nothing, but it might do something. So we'll just stick with that. And then if I just delete these 2-laners, and I place down a 4-lane 2-way, like that, I'm going to connect up you there, and then you there. I'm not sure why it keeps doing this. That works. There we go. So I'm not sure if that roundabout will do absolutely nothing, but I'm hoping that will be a functional roundabout. A very big roundabout, isn't it? But that just helps the flow, and that should allow a lot of industry traffic flow, a lot of trucks to gain access to the city in a different way. So, and if I just curve this round ever so slightly, we can then split off one of each lane. So I want a roundabout here, and then I want one down here. Right, so I'm back, and we have placed down all of our big roads, all of our 4-lane roads, and we've sorted out the roundabouts. This did take me a while. I had to make it bigger because obviously it's got, well, 4-lane connection here, 4-lane connection here, and a 4-lane connection here. So a really small roundabout like this just didn't work here. And so what I've done is I've made a slip road off onto here. Now this is 2 lanes merging, but majority of the traffic should come from here. And then obviously you can go onto the roundabout and you can come off straight away. So if you can't get into this lane, they will pathfind to this here. Not much of a time difference. I'm sure the pathfinding in this game is perfect. So yeah, that'll be fine. And then, yeah, so we just made the other connections. I took away the traffic lights from these 2 intersections. I've left them on this one, just because I don't want the whole of the roundabout to be flowing. I want something to be traffic light controlled. And then, we've got an intersection here, and then the roundabout here, and then another intersection here. So, overall, we've got quite a few connections into this estate. And so, that means it's time to start building it. Now, what I'm going to go with, I'm going to show the topography lines, and I'm just going to follow these curves round. So we're going to have one that comes off of here and curves round here. I think that will be fine, so we'll start that one now. That's one of our roads. Then we're going to have another one that comes off of here and it follows along this one. Now we can connect these 2, and then we're going to have it just loop round like that. So 2 of our roads are in. It's snowing at the moment, so is it winter? Yeah, it's February. And then we'll have another one go in from here. I don't think I'm following these topography lines very well. We'll have a connection coming from there to there. Then we'll have another one there to there. And then we can connect these 2 via that. And then for this one, oh, this one looks quite simple, doesn't it? So we can have a road coming down here and a road coming down here. To be fair, I haven't really used grids so far. I don't think they look very good, because this is kind of gridded, but it's not really gridded. It's a lot of riprap. And these country roads are definitely not gridded. This one, it's not really gridded either. And to be fair, as good as City Skylines 2 looks, it doesn't look as good as you'd think it would for how much the game is. And that might be a hot take, but I think it could look so much better. And like, especially in the winter, I think they have so much potential just to make the game look nice, but it just looks a bit bland, doesn't it? And I know obviously because it's snowing it's going to look one colour, but I don't know. I feel like everything is just whitened. Like, who drives their car? That much snow on it, you scrape the snow off before you drive. And so there's so much potential here to make like a realistic looking game. It does look realistic, but compared to City Skylines 1, it's not that big of an improvement. They've had years with this game. I just don't think they care anymore to make improvements, because they could have, but they haven't. Anyway, we will carry on this road down to here. And then should we connect it to this one? Yeah, we might as well, right? Just have one going against the topography. And then we've got plenty of connections coming into this estate. So we can mix medium and low residential in here. I don't think I want high residential in this area. But I don't think I'm going to place houses. I might move them around. But I think we're just going to go and zone it all in first and then see where to fill in gaps and stuff like that. So we will go, not Chinese, we're going to stick with UK. And in fact, I think we'll zone the medium in first. So we'll pop a medium there and one here. Can pop a little bit of medium there and a little bit there. And I think we'll just stick with that for now. And we will just go with semi-detached to start with. We'll place terraced along this main road because terraced works best when they're all connected and not spread out. We'll go semi-detached all across here. No, I don't think that's too much on a hill. It is a little bit, but that's okay. That is okay. Now this is all very hilly, but I guess it works, doesn't it, for this estate? The whole purpose of it is it follows the topography, and so there should be segments that are higher up than others. So yeah, I do think this estate is working so far as to how I wanted it to work. Just finish up zoning in these little 2 segments and a couple of these unconnected ones on the round roads, and then we'll get some terraced in here, all across here, there and there, there, and that section there. These ones, I think we'll put some more medium down actually there, and then we'll put detached houses all across here. Oh, actually no, shops. We can pop some shops in first, and then we'll just see where we're at. Now offices, I've never really understood offices. Should you put them near the houses? I guess here's near the industrial as well, so we can just pop the offices in here. Because I don't think we actually have, we have some offices there, but we'll pop some more here. And then we'll go back to our medium density. We'll pop you there. This actually has houses on it. Oh, it has commercial on it, that's fine. Some more medium there. Here, 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 here. And I guess that's it. That's it all zoned in with the connections, and no traffic is building, which is amazing. So far, in this save, I haven't seen a massive build-up of traffic, which is unheard of for me because I am terrible at handling traffic. But somehow, some way, I've just managed it. And I think it might be because of the pre-existing connections that are already built into this map. That probably is why most maps don't have as many connections as this does. But the roundabouts we've built seem to be working just fine. There's not too much traffic on here, and people are seeming to understand how to use it. We've got everyone spreading out, and the facility is full in our landfill. So we're going to leave it there today, and next time we'll think about getting incineration plant. It's a lot of money, but it would help out massively because I can't keep just expanding this. If anyone knows how to actually handle rubbish, because surely I can't just keep expanding this. I've never understood this, because I know how landfill works, but we just don't have enough space to keep expanding it, and so an incineration plant would work better here, but I just don't have the money for it. So early game, just have to place down another landfill, and we do have more space now to place a landfill. And our population's growing quite a lot. Right, but that's going to be everything for this episode, guys. If you have made it this far, comment down below, wavy roads. Make sure you like, subscribe if you haven't already, if you thought this content was enjoyable, and I'll see you next time.